I think we all know that music right there. It's Mr. Parsons again. Margot and I were watching Harry Potter yesterday, and I was thinking about music, and I think maybe I need to take a minute and talk about your music study project and how you can apply that to this Harry Potter movie. Maybe that'll help you with your own music study projects. So one of the important things to remember about music is that in a film, it should emphasize what is happening on screen, right? So if there is some action going on, then the music needs to be fast-paced. It needs to be reckless and sound chaotic. If there's a romantic scene going on, the music should emphasize that, should slow down. So if you look at this Harry Potter movie, here we're in really the first bit of action in this movie. Harry has been rescued by his friends in the Order of the Phoenix, and they have gotten on their broomsticks and are flying away. And look what the music's doing. You hear a lot of violins, a lot of strings, very fast-paced. Listen to it to emphasize the way they're flying through this city. So then we're going to skip ahead a few scenes to where things really change, and you'll hear a very different tone in the music. So let's look at this next scene.
Oh, the shame. There, mystery, please come to the earth.
Harry in the base of the Order of the Phoenix meets this house elf named Creature, and he's a very creepy character. And the music turns eerie. We get it's still strings, but a very different sound. It's not even musical. It's just this sort of ghostly, high-pitched sound to emphasize how creepy that interaction is with Creature. When things turn dark, though, the music has to change dark.
I need that prophecy. You'll have to kill me.
You hear bass strings,
I will, but first
larger
you'll
brass
fetch
instruments, creating a deeper sound. The job of music to emphasize all the emotions that are happening on screen, high or low, the music should be there to support that. Harry Potter is also famous for its theme song, but that theme song only comes up at certain times in the movie. It's usually at the very beginning, or when Harry first goes back to the school for that film. So every time he goes back to the school, we get this sense of familiarity, which would probably be the same sense of familiarity that Harry has as he's returning to school. So again, the music emphasizing what's happening. Music can do other things, though, too. It can emphasize characters. Star Wars is famous for the Imperial March, so every time we hear that, we know Darth Vader is coming, and that music becomes synonymous with that character. In the Dark Knight movie, the first one with the Joker in it, with Heath Ledger playing the Joker, there is this really creepy atonal sound, this high-pitched, almost screeching that starts out really quiet at first, and it gradually builds in intensity. And you can feel it in your chest, this sort of tightness, every time the Joker shows up. And it creates this sort of match, I guess, between the way the character makes you feel and the way the music makes you feel. You also see with heroic characters, too, there will be like this sort of heroic sound, a lot of drums and a lot of action, kind of like the flight sounds, flight music in Harry Potter. So I want you to listen for that. As you're doing your music study, think about all the music that's played, and any place where the music is not played. Sometimes the absence of music creates tension, or maybe it's just to create a focus on the dialogues. Pay attention to the music all the way throughout and think about what that music is doing. And if you hear the same kind of music come up multiple times, you have to ask yourself, why is the music director using that same sound again? Because that could be important to the film. And those are the things you need to be taking note of while you're doing your music studies. All right, you guys take care.